Hey, welcome back to Soft Matters, the best place to be when life gets hard. My name is Emily, and today is gonna be a creative yoga flow, so I am gonna get the creative juices flowing. So I'm gonna have a wide stance here because my head is gonna fall off of the video. But take any stance that feels nice for you and just bounce. So we're just finding this kind of bouncing. The knees are the suspenders, and we're just gently bouncing, or maybe not so gently, whatever feels nice for you. And we're keeping the feet solid on the ground as we're moving. And you feel the shoulders, they're bouncing up and down. And then when you feel you want something else, you can flap the arms, just let them hang loose, and then just twist around the waist. So maybe the soles of the feet come off the ground a little bit. Maybe they don't. Maybe you like a wide stance. We're just opening up the body, finding some movement, whichever way your body wants to move. All the movements that I initiate are merely invitations for you to see what feels nice. So you can bounce, you can shake. Maybe this time you're ready to bring the arms into the mix and you want to shake them up and sideways, shake the wrists out. And maybe you find the bouncing is not enough and the shaking is not enough, and you start jumping. And maybe the feet lift off the floor, and you're just like finding whatever is nice to wake up your body and just find some freedom, find some space. Jump around your space if that's what you like. Twist the hips. Take any kind of movement that is feeling liberating for you right now. Because creativity really is just the freedom of the mind. It's the freedom of the body. It's the freedom of the heart. It's the freedom to express and to let it all out and flow through you, whichever way you want. So we're tapping maybe now the body, maybe starting on the chest, going down the knees, the legs, the belly, the arms, the shoulders. Really just find a way to wake up your body. And if that's uncomfortable for you, then find a way to accept the discomfort and maybe see whether you can do it anyway. But find what feels good for you and be honest about what your body needs. Maybe this is the first time that you're moving your body in these ways, and that can be a little bit weird, but maybe it feels really nice. So try to see whether you can make a distinction also between what the head is telling you and what the body is really wanting. And keep on moving. Keep on waking up the body. I gave you some options. You take the ones that you like best. And if you're tapping, I'm tapping my face right now, very gently with the fingertips. Nothing too rough because that's all a very tender spot. And then I'm just like stroking off any stagnant energy. Take a big breath in. And release it all out. Shake it out. Big breath in. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale. Drop it all down. Forward fold. One more. Big breath in. Reaching for the sky. Exhale. Drop that upper body down. One more. Breathing in. Reach, 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 reach. Create space. Exhale. Drop it all down. You're just dangling here now. Feeling everything be heavy. Bouncing a little. Swaying maybe that upper body from left to right. Allowing the hands to just be floppy. And then when you feel like it, you roll yourself up again, coming back into standing, maybe a last little tapping or shaking, taking whatever you need. Before we're gonna take stock and take a moment of stillness. You can place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, or maybe the hands and the arms are just loosely alongside of the body. Or maybe you like to take a wider stance, opening up the palms to the front. Find what feels good for you right now. And feel what your body feels like right now after you opened it up. I like a really wide stance and then lifting the arms up in kind of like a starfish pose, standing up and feeling spaciousness, feeling opening. And then from that, we are going to play a little with the hips. So we are going to let those hips work a little because the creative center actually is the second chakra, which is a little bit below the belly button. So that's where creativity resides. That's where your inspiration and your all of your creation is coming from. So we're going to wake that up as well. And maybe that is rather uncomfortable for you. Maybe it's not. Just feel it out. How can you move your hips? How can you play with this? Can you make circles, maybe eights, figure eights? Maybe you like to make it a little bit more of a dance like I'm doing right here. I'm just like enjoying to open up that space. Maybe my arms come into the mix. And then I'm going to find a way to come into a forward fold with my legs wide, allowing that upper body to fall heavy towards the floor again. On an inhale, maybe the hands come to the floor and I come into a halfway lift exhale, allowing my body to sink. One more inhale. And then I'm gonna bring that right hand to my left ankle. I'm gonna open up my chest a little. Maybe the left hand reaches for the sky. Maybe you like a little fold behind the back. And then on an exhale, coming back to center and taking it to the other side. Now the left hand reaches for the right ankle. And I'm reaching with my right arm all the way up to the sky, or maybe I fold it around my back. Take a nice big breath in, feeling that reach, that spaciousness. Exhale, coming back to center, allowing that upper body to hang heavy again. And now we're bringing back the motion in the hips. So press into the feet, roll yourself up, and find that standing pose again with those wide feet. And again, now we're gonna dancingly, shakingly moving our way towards the floor. Coming into a Skandasana. That means your left leg is bent, or right leg is stretched out towards the side. And maybe you like to place that left hand on the floor, reaching with that right hand, opening up the side and the front, and maybe not. Maybe Skandasana in itself is enough. And then we're going to go to the other side. Maybe you can do it without using the hands on the floor, just feeling the strength of your legs. And then we're going to take that same stretch on that left side. But see whatever you feel like doing, because this is going to be your container and you're going to be moving by yourself. I'm going to let you free. I give you some options and now you just play around with your own body. I want you to be creative. I want you to figure out, how do you want to move? How does your body want to move? Can you let your body take the reins, and can you let your mind out of the play? And just enjoy. Move. Go from one side to the other. Maybe you go into Skandasana with a namaste in front of you. Maybe you become a warrior like I am. Or maybe you come up in between the Skandasanas and you give it a little shake. Maybe you like a dance. You have your fun. Your body, your party. So we're still in this container, enjoying ourselves. And see whether you can bring the breath in it as well. On a breath in, you go up, and on a breath out, you go towards the floor. Take what you need. Play around. And if it's uncomfortable, be with the discomfort. And can you just observe the discomfort instead of letting it reign your experience? I'm going to make my way into a malasana right now. So I'm going to find a squat. My soles of my feet, they come all the way to the ground. Maybe yours don't. And you use a block behind the heel, underneath the heel. Or I need a really wide stance. Maybe yours is really really tight, whatever feels nice. And here in this Malasana, again, we're just gonna play around a little. We're opening up those lower chakras, and in the same time, we're finding a flexibility and a playfulness in that upper body. So you have the solid base, which is anchoring everything down, and then you have your playfulness. Be creative, make it your own, listen to your body, and just get to know your body. Be curious. How does it want to move? How does it feel if I do this? How does it feel if I do that? Maybe you find stillness. Maybe that's what's for you today. Whatever it is, take what you need. I'm finding a forward fold here, bringing my feet back together, hip width distance apart. Because I'm gently going to roll myself up to come back to standing and to take a moment to feel the body again, checking in. What is going on? Maybe one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Maybe the palms facing forward. Maybe that starfish pose that I did in the beginning. Wide stance with the feet, arms up in the air. Feeling how your body is coming alive. And then now, I'm just gonna let you roam free. There is nothing to do, nowhere to be, except for right now, in this moment, and in your body. Can you feel how you want to move, and can you allow yourself to move? If it's stillness that you need, take some stillness. If you want to move around and dance, if you want to shake, if you want to tap, if you want to scream, if you want to cry, allow your body to fully express itself completely and honestly. Maybe you liked a little bit of that hip dance that we did before. Maybe you like to dance. Maybe you don't like to dance. Whatever it is, this is your time. Feel your body, express yourself, and allow yourself to be creative. Maybe there's one pose that you really liked from this sequence. Maybe there's one of the previous sequences that you really loved. Maybe you go into your own flow. Maybe you're following me. Maybe you're feeling really lost and really uncomfortable right now. It's all part of the practice. That's why we come to the mat. To get to know ourselves better. To know how our mind works. To see the patterns that are keeping us maybe in places where we don't want to be. And allowing ourselves to break free from those patterns. From those habits. Yeah, this is your body, this is your home, and this is your absolute privilege to move it and express it any way you see fit. Trust your body, trust yourself. Thank you so, so much for practicing with me. I wish you a lovely, creative, flowy, juicy day. And if you liked the video, press like, subscribe, and leave a comment so that I can continue to create this lovely content just for you.